Yeah, this is an easy one. Well, Trump. I love that it gives me time to do this. Say about Reiner. Reiner offend you. How do you spell his name? I don't even know. Let's try this. Reiner offend you. That's it. Mhm. You. Yes, no. Can you explain? If no, can you? If yes, can you explain why? That's what I'm gonna do. If yes, can you explain why? Well, yes, nobody will. Alright, done. There it is. Start a poll. Yeah, I'm still trying this early morning stuff. So whenever, usually don't wake up early. Usually, come on. Alright, there it is. Next week is Christmas. I think I'll have tissue. Get my nose spray today. There you go. Crap. I gotta cut my hair. Gotta cut my hair. Might do that today. Maybe not. It's only Wednesday today. Anyway, should have changed the news channel. Newsmax or something different. They got Fox on. Anyways, what's up, peeps? Good morning. Hope you're all having a good day. It's gonna warm up today. Apparently it is, because nobody's gonna tell me why. I guarantee anybody that takes this poll is not gonna tell me why. Because you were told to. That's the answer. I already know the answer. You can't, you didn't hear the whole thing. You haven't seen the tweet because they just take a part of it and this is what the media does. It's taken out of context. The guy had Trump derangement syndrome. There is no doubt about that. And guess what? The same people that are saying yes are the ones that are, mad about democracy. Welcome to the Constitution, freedom of speech. That's why he got elected. He gets to say what he feels, and he tells you what he feels. And he was right. He didn't lie about it. He actually, again, I'm going to stress at the end of that message, it said, "My best wishes, rest in peace." He also, they're not talking about the fact he said he was a great actor and a comedian. And, and now all they're doing is talking about how his son was a drug addict. But they're not talking about the fact, no, you know what they are? They're not talking about the fact stopping drugs from coming into this country, which he is, by the way, very handedly. They're bitching about it. Oh, it was a fishing boat. No, it wasn't a fishing boat. Those are all drug cartel boats coming from Venezuela. The drugs are coming in from China. Again, people think they're going to do, you know, it's crazy. They're blowing up drug boats. They're not fishing boats. Okay, I've been on fishing boats. Again, I've gone over this. Those are drug boats. They have intel. They have satellites. They see them loading drugs onto them. And the people that get blown up on them, that's on them. Because guess what? Those two guys that were driving the boat with 200 horsepower motors, 800 horsepower motors for fishing. You ever been in a bass tournament? Ever? What do? They got 150, maybe 200 horse Merc on the back. That's to get to the next fishing spot, not to run from Venezuela to a port somewhere near Florida and dump it off on another fishing boat. They don't make it now. Kudos to him. I know one thing: drug deaths are down. Anybody wants to argue with me about that? This is why I'm here. You can put something up, and again, I asked the question: can you answer why? If it did offend you, can you answer why? Because you were told to. It's brainwash mentality. Brainwash mentality. And also democratic mentality because all they care about is votes. You think Democrats care about you? Look at what they did. You know, no, look at what was it, Kamala Harris's little thing. Now she's going to run for president. Good. I hope she does. I hope she runs for president. She can hire AOC or maybe Jasmine Crockett can run for vice president with her. That'd be a great ticket. That would be a great ticket. You think 77 million people were allowed? Well, then explain it. Somebody just said yes. Explain it. Hi, how you doing? Are you gonna here to explain, or are you just here to say hi? I know nobody's gonna explain why. They don't know. It's just because they were told to. Funny, funny thing. Or was the yes for should I cut my hair today? I already shaved, trimmed up, took a shower. Yesterday. I haven't taken a shower yet today, but I don't need one right now. I don't have any plans. Anyways, now they're saying Trump is one of the what Vanity Fair again. Here you go, Vanity Fair. They probably had Biden on the cover and his wife on the cover and everybody in the Democratic Party on the cover of Vanity Fair. Never said a bad thing about him. And now Trump has an alcoholic personality. Well, you know what? I can't disagree with that, but that's because he has a real personality. I'm an alcoholic. Is my personality that bad? No. You say what you mean. You don't lie. You don't pull punches. You throw punches, and that's what he's doing. He's throwing punches and doing a hell of a job. And anyways, what's going on, Matthew? How are you? Sorry about the rant, but I knew this was going to be a good poll, and I knew nobody would answer the last one, the option question. Nobody's going to answer it. Nobody can say why because he said he had. And you know why? Here you go. I'm going to explain it very simply for you because it has to be simple. Is because you have Trump arrangement system just like Rob Reiner did. He did nothing but bash Trump. He did nothing but bash Republicans. He did not, in the last years of his life, God bless his soul. I was sad about hearing him die. Again, a fan. I grew up watching Archie Bunker. Okay? I grew up watching, what was the other show? The black guy that used to come over and hang with him. You just can't talk about reality now because people get offended. I'm offended by what he said. You don't even know why you're offended. You were just told to be offended. I just saw a video of a professor putting up stuff about literature and somebody getting offended about it because they used the N word. Again, you can't use the N word unless you're black. You can call us crackers and maggots and you know how many names I've been called since I started going live here? God, it's amazing. It's amazing, how many people. Well, the only thing I just said was the truth. I said, you're gay. You live in your mother's basement, whatever. Can anybody tell me why it offended you? No, you can't. And it did offend them. It's only 20. But again, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. They didn't lie during the last election. They did lie during the Biden election, when he won because of COVID and the mail-in voting. Dead dogs, dead people that still getting Social Security checks that have been 180 years old or whatever they are. Who knows? But anyways, all right, my rant's over. And, you got something to say yes or no. And, you know, Give me a like and subscribe. Notice I haven't got one like yet. A lot of people coming in and not one like. It's funny. It's because I truly love America. And I truly love what Trump's doing. I don't fake it like one of the guys that has a show. Don't like him. I actually called in to him. I've been on a lot of conservative radio shows recently, and it's because there are syndicated commercial or conservative, not commercial, syndicated conservative shows. I have not been able to find one uh, Democratic radio show. It's not out there. You know why? They don't make money, just like the media. They're all dying here. Their ratings are so low. Jimmy Kimmel's done. What's the other guy? Stephen Colbert, done. Fired after their contract. You're never going to see these people again. There's a reason for that. You know, it was funny. Again, I brought this up the other day. When you watch Johnny Carson or Dave, they would make fun of whoever was president. You're going to make fun of him, but not bash him. Cry because he wins. Oh, what are we gonna do with legal? Yeah, that's you guys. That's what a Democrat sounds like. Or they attack you, call your names. Anyway, retail crime on the rise, phone scams, online fraud. Yeah, look at that. They're busting into stores. Guess where that's at? There you go. Mass looting at a jewelry store. I got a dime I'll take $1 to a dime. That's California. Yep. That is California. Yep. There you go. It's just what it is. Chicago, maybe. Usually people in Chicago, they're shutting down their stores. They're not going to allow this. Anyways, you got a new taxes. You think shit don't happen here? You're going to get shot. I don't know. Somebody broke into a store here. If I had a store or a restaurant, somebody came in and started looting or shooting, they're getting shot back. And it's not just going to be by one guy. It's going to be 8 people. They're all going to draw. You know, it's Texas. Look at that poor old guy when the illegals tried to break into his house. He killed, 2 or 3 of them, and he tried to break into his house. I haven't seen anything in Texas lately. What's going on in Texas? Yeah, I heard about Louisiana a little bit. No, they're not showing it. No. Especially mass media. What happened in Texas? Fill us in, my friend. Pretty things. Are you a girl or a guy? You like pretty things? I should put my rings on. You want to see my rings? I'll show you my rings. Try and steal them. That's not going to last very long, I'll tell you what. I wore them yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment. Yeah, I heard about Louisiana. I did hear something about that down south. Anyways, it's just, again, I brought this up earlier. What's happening in the country right now is absolutely horrible. Not just our country, Australia, and then, Rob Reiner dying, terrible thing. He was a Jew, obviously. If you didn't know that, his name was Reiner. And again, good actor, great comedian, great director, did a lot of good movies. And I brought this up. They don't, they're not, all they're talking about is what Trump said about him. They're not talking about the fact that he got murdered by his own son. But they're going to talk about how, he was a drug addict of an atrocity this was. He killed his mother and father. They're not talking about that. He was a drug addict. He needs help. Yeah, he needs help. All right, put a fucking needle in his arm. Yes, exactly. I do know this. You know me by now. Yes, it fits their narrative. They just hate Trump and they want everything to fit their narrative. And anyways, guys. Crazy shit. And again, nobody can answer the question. 11, it's down to 11%, up to 67% say no. That's your voting polls right there. Just like I said, do you think Jasmine Crackett's gonna win in Texas? Not gonna happen. She doesn't need Trump supporters. Yeah, okay. Well, she can't get them. No Trump supporter likes her, and you know what? She's losing constituents left and right. So there you go. Her career's over. Kamala Harris, her career's over. AOC, her career's over. If you didn't see my last poll, you think they're going to win the midterms? It's not going to happen. We're going to gain more seats. That's why Gavin Newsom restructured his state with a bunch of bullshit to try and get more seats in the Congress. And this is what they do. And he's not putting water in the things to put out fires. He's not cleaning the crap up off the street unless China's coming to town. You know, they're bringing communist parties in. They're a bunch of sociopathic, narcissistic, communist, frickin' sociopathic. I already said sociopathic. Stay away from me politics. Well, kind of started with the ball. What are you up to there, buddy? Anything? Anything new? What's the weather like? It's going to warm up here today, and I'm in New England, so we're looking forward to that. Looking forward to some of the ice melting off my porch because I can't scrape it anymore. My roof might snow already falling off it from the last hit we got. We got about 8.5, 9 inches. It felt like more, but happy there's no snow coming in. We were talking about it being a bad winter this year. So you want to talk about what weather and football? Bears Packers Saturday. Bears Packers Saturday. You at the park? Where do you live, man? You got what? You got a puppy dog or just hanging on a bench having a coffee? Yeah, you got a puppy dog. There you go. That's cool. I like you. You got a puppy dogs. Yeah, take them to the park. I miss my dog so much. I love my puppy dog so much. I miss him. I've had a few dogs, but the last one hurt. I've had to put a couple of dogs down. This one, it just was different. It was different. He was, when they say man's best friend, now make me cry. Yeah. See, I got emotions too. You guys use emotions. Democrats use emotions as a weapon. Well, the good news is the guy that poisoned them, he got his karma. And I didn't have to go to prison because I did want to do something about it. But I knew it was him. I knew that it was him. Anyways, sorry. Let me read your comment. I have done that. I have, but I wake up at this time, not a lot on. I put the news. That's the same crap this week, so not seeing nothing new. I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen in Syria because that's going to come out. You notice they have not mentioned Syria in the last 3 days. When it happened, they were all over it. Nobody's mentioned it since. That's because Trump said we will retaliate. And again, a man for president. He said we will retaliate. And you know what? That guy holds his promises. He does what he says he's going to do. All of his propositions, everything he says he's going to do, he does. And ISIS is probably sitting there thinking they're tough, laughing, and they're going to get they're going to get, as my father would say, whacked. They're going to get whacked. I'm going to take out a few of them, too. More than a few. I might even bomb the living shit out of that place. Yeah, that's the way they do it. Wants to make you upset. That's what media is about now. It's not about. Remember that, used to be, hey, somebody saved a cat in a tree. Now it's all death, destruction, demise, burning buildings. Very rarely do they show anything nice or friendly or. Anyways, uh, uh, no, me either. No, me either. I don't care. Again, somebody called me a homophobe the other day. Suck all the dick you want. Ain't gonna change my feelings about you. Just don't shove it down my throat. Which I've had people do that. LGBTQ, blah, blah, blah. Some guy's hanging on me at a bar one night in pink shorts and a tank top. Came out to me, hi, honey, how you doing? I said, I'm gonna show you how I'm doing. I bartended for 35 years, was a painter for another 10. Now I can barely move. I just had to have a bunch of shots in my arm. That's why I said my thing on here said, I'm sorry I didn't play last night. I was going to play guitar last night. I don't know if you've seen me play guitar, but I had like 5 shots of, what was it, lidocaine in the back of my neck, and then a shot of Toradol. And let's just say the pain is better, but I was sore from the shots, so you didn't want to overwork my left hand, and it's on the left side, so my fret hand and right arm feels good. I got a pinched nerve in my neck, so I'm getting residual pain. They didn't want to do cortisone, which is fine with me. They said, let's do lidocaine this time. Fine, whatever you want to do. I let the doctors decide. No, a lot of people aren't doing financially because they don't work, or they did work their whole lives, and then everything, disappears. You bust your ass your whole life, and doesn't matter. I started working when I was 9 years old, 8 years old. Thank you. No, it's cool. I'm not stressed. He said when you made my day talking about you being at the park with your puppies. I wish I could do that. I wish. I'm jealous. Not really. I'm happy for you, is what it is. Not jealous. Happy for you. Puppies at the park. That's a good thing. I got my cats. They keep me happy. My girl laid with me all night. She's trying to heal my shit. That's funny. She lays on my shoulder and purrs. Lays next to me. You too. You have a good day, and if I don't see you before Christmas, have a safe holiday. Yeah, I can be. Ask the women that. I have a few girls that call me a dog, but hey, it's what it is. That's why I stay single. Stay single, especially at my age. I've been through enough crap for one lifetime. I don't need any more headaches. Ah, speaking of my buddy, his girlfriend just left him, and he's like, "I'm so friggin' happy." I don't like her the minute I met her. Hmm. I, I hope you get better. Take some Robitussin, strep throat. It's not a big deal. To give you antibiotics for that. Yeah, strep kind of sucks. Been there, done that. Had it a lot when I was growing up. Tonsillitis. Used to call it tonsillitis. Now it's strep throat. I haven't, it's funny. I don't want to talk about it because I have not been sick. I mean, with a cold or the flu in a long time. And it wasn't because I was wearing a mask or taking vaccines. No, they wanted me to get a vaccine today. You want to hear something funny? They wanted a tetanus shot. And I was like, not today. And then so this will make her laugh. My doctor, she's a girl. She's a hot shit. I love her to death. She's smart. we're honest with each other. Uh, she came in and she's like, we were supposed to talk about your physical and blah, blah, blah. You need to get your physical for the insurance. And I go, okay, but I need this done today. So she put the shots in my back. My trap. My trap is bugging me, right? Started from playing video game, which I don't even play video games. I can't. Anyway, she goes, "You need your physical," and so I say to her, "You gonna stick a finger in my ass?" And she goes, "No, it's okay." I was like, "It's good because if you're gonna stick a finger in my ass, you're gonna have to take me out to dinner first." And she lost it. Even the nurses were laughing out in the room, outside of the room. So yeah, hey, get better. Get her some hot tea. You want something for strep throat? Hot tea with lemon. Just when my voice would bother me from working too much, and I had to sing. Have a gig, I gotta sing. I get to the restaurant, I'd ask for a hot tea. Doesn't matter what kind, whatever you like, and lemon, hot water, tea, and lemon. That'll make you feel better. Ice cream, all that. That's after surgery. If you don't need surgery, as far as I know, they don't take tonsils out anymore. They used to. You know, they used to take your tonsils out, something like that. Not anymore. And just treat it. Hot tea and lemon. That'll make her feel better. So do that, and I guarantee she'll feel better. And my grandmother, if you had a cold or the flu, would show up with a bottle of blackberry brandy. That'll make you feel better too. Again, Robitussin, same thing. There's alcohol in it. Blackberry brandy and hot tea with lemon. That'll make your throat feel better. Boy, you're gonna jinx me. I have not had a cold in a long time. I can't remember the last time I had a cold. Huh, or the flu. Either one. You know what? Last time I had the flu, I got a flu shot like 2 days earlier. Then I was sick as a dog. And they were like, oh, you were already sick. Oh, bullshit. They gave me the fucking flu. When they put the flu shot in me, they gave me the flu. And then I got the flu. And by the way, it's last year's strain. It's a virus. It changes. So my suggestion is you do what you want, but I haven't had a vaccine or a flu shot, and God, since before COVID, and they tried to keep trying to stick me up with the COVID crap. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Now they want me to get a tetanus shot. I said, well, why do I need a tetanus shot? Well, in case you step on a rusty nail. Well, I'll tell you what, if I step on a rusty nail or need stitches, then I'll get a tetanus shot. That's it. Last time I got a tetanus shot, I can't remember the last tetanus shot I got. I sliced my finger wide open on a can of freaking spaghetti sauce. I was making pasta and tomato sauce. I was making a meat sauce, and I was like zip, 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 and then sliced my finger wide open. I had to go to the hospital, get stitches. They gave me a tetanus shot. That was like 15 freaking years ago. I haven't had tetanus since. So you get sliced, you get a tetanus shot. And the insurance company, because you know what I am now, they just want money. They want money. They want me to go get a scan. They want me to do this. They want blood tests. For what? What do you need? Well, your liver, your kidneys, you're this, you're that. I'm a money machine now. I got decent insurance. Shit. That's all I am. I'm a freaking cash cow for them. They get paid. If I took every dime that the insurance paid off to the medical people, I'd be driving a Maserati. If I quit smoking, I'd be driving two Maseratis. Probably, I'd actually have a. I think I'd have a. My buddy, I love his car. Excuse me. Oh, whoa. Hey, he's got a Dodge. It's a Charger. It's a Hellcat. Frickin' thing. That thing is fast. Garage keeper. Beautiful in the summer. I don't want to drive it around here in the winter. Jesus. My Ford Taurus barely makes it around because they took all the equipment out of the back just to weigh it down. Anyways, somebody reported me here. I'm losing views here. And nobody still has answered the bonus question. If yes, can you explain? Nope. 30%, 20 votes. Nobody can tell me why what Trump said offended them. Names, you can do this, but you can't explain why what Trump said offended you because you don't know. Yeah, typical. You can try another one. We're not going to go back into politics, anyways. I'm still trying to find that guy in Brown University, which makes no sense. They had a bunch of cameras there. Hey, what's going on, Shelly? How you doing? What are you doing? Good to see you. How are you? Click your heels 3 times. You'll go back home. I don't want to give up your secrets, sweetie. Good to see you this morning. Good to see you. Funny. What are you up to? Anything cool? Good. I'm okay. A little sore from last night. I was going to play some guitar, but a little sore from my doctor's appointment. They was just saying I got a bunch of needles stuck in me. But, so far so good. I took a muscle relaxer around, I think it was around 8 or 9, and I was going to go live, and I was like, I'm out of here. I was just going to call my buddy. I was going to say, let's go out for coffee this morning. There's a diner down the road, and I was going to say, let's go, not breakfast, just coffee. He's broke. I'm broke. We're all broke. I got a little cash, but I'd rather make my own breakfast and go have a coffee. That was Brazil, probably. It started with Biden. Yeah, it started with Biden. He fucked everything up. Biden fucked everything. But blame it on Trump. You can blame it on Trump for the tariffs. Yeah. Whatever. My coffee, it was every morning, every single morning. And I do decaf. I stopped doing caffeine quite a while ago. Caffeine fucks you up. Look up Spiders on Drugs, by the way. If you haven't seen that, look it up. There's a couple of funny ones too, but the truth is, caffeine is not a good drug. So I don't drink soda. I'd rather drink alcohol than soda with caffeine in it. And the funny thing is, I would pay 99 cents for a cup of coffee. All I needed was $1 in my pocket. Sometimes if I didn't have $1, they just give it to me. And they did free coffee days and at the local mini mart, And now they gave me a cup. I'll show it to you here. They gave me this cup. They gave me one for iced coffee. They gave me this big one. And it's a little cheaper when you got the cup, but they gave them to me. You're supposed to buy them. The girls at the counter were like, here, Paul, take a cup. So I got the iced coffee. But point is it was 99 cents. And I haven't stopped in there, Used to go there every morning and then just stopped drinking coffee. And then I went in, got the cups. And then I just went in the other day. I got a large cup of coffee and decaf, and I went up. It was like $2.47. Oh, what? What do you mean? And they looked at me. They all dropped their heads like, yeah. That's, I don't know. They got all new machines. They got everything. I've been getting to is it's like chocolate or hot chocolate. It's toffee. It's I'm a big fan of Heath, but the hot chocolate with toffee in it. So I do that once in a while. I was just thinking again about taking my friend out for coffee this morning, going and getting a coffee. We could just do a fire. It's going to be 40 today, so we could just build a fire in his front yard. Another buddy of mine, he he's got a giant pile of wood. And when I say giant, I'll take pictures. I couldn't put them here, but I mean it's big. We were talking about having a bonfire uh, this weekend. He's been talking about it for a while. He's been collecting the wood for like 2 years. He owns a campground, by the way, so a lot of trends going on, cutting down trees, splitting wood. And he heats his house with wood. He's got a wood stove, and I actually helped him uh, drag some wood in. He was splitting, I was just dragging it into the house, filling up the wheelbarrow, and keep saying we got to do a fire. We got to do a fire. So I'm kind of hoping maybe today, tomorrow. What is it today? Wednesday. I'm thinking by Friday we'll have a bonfire. It'll be fun. We'll drink some beers, stand out by the bonfire. And it's fun. It was a good story. Yeah, my other buddy, we were dumping gasoline and diesel on the bonfire trying to get it going. And then one of our buddies showed up. He goes, "Oh, you're going to burn yourself. You got to do it this way." And he have you here. Anyways. Meow. Hi. You got 51. Good job. Keep going. I'm gonna have to put you check you out and see your. I'll go back on. I can go back on the videos and see the comments. I'll have to check out your channel. I'll sub for you. I'm still working this stuff out. So notice nobody can explain stuff. Not one person has said why Trump offended them about Rob Reiner. Probably don't even know who it is. I not want to answer. Uh, are you live in Russia? Well, I'm sorry. I mean, not really. I'd rather, I've had friends that have been in that area, and apparently Poland's the place to be if you're going to live up in that area. You know, Poland's going to be the place to be. I hear Poland's a beautiful city. I saw a video the other. Well, my friend went there. He went to Ukraine as a mercenary. Sergeant Major in the Marines went there to be a mercenary and fight. And then they got there and they wouldn't let him in the country, which he was like, second thoughts. But they did. They flew into Poland, went into Ukraine, helped people get out of Ukraine to go to Poland. And, he said to me, "Paul, you ever get a chance, go to Poland. Go to Poland. Beautiful place, beautiful women, great people, great food." Well, I don't think World War III is going to start. I'm telling you, Dorothy, it's not going to happen. It's fear mongering. World War III starts, we're fucked. What's the point? I'm going to shoot off a bunch of nukes and turn everything into dust. World War III ain't going to start. I've been threatening with that for how many years now? Give me a break. There's enough little wars. They don't need World War III. It actually already started. World War III. What's happening, brother? World War III already started. We've been in World War III for quite a while. It started the day Biden went into office. That's when World War III started. It started the day Biden went into office. When Trump was in his first term, we did not have wars. Everything was peace. The Abraham Accords, Trump ended World War III when he bombed the living shit out of Iran and stopped them attacking Israel. When he stopped going on in Syria with ISIS, they're not talking about it on the news because they're out there freaking probably with Army Rangers and advanced forces going out there, putting them down. Hi, what? Get over here. Say hi. Don't scratch me, you little shit. Callie wants to say hi. What are you doing? She wanted to say hi. She's, ow, get, okay. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Don't scratch me. I know. I love you too. Get off me. Thank you. She's asking for breakfast. She wants her breakfast. She probably needs fresh water, a little food. I got treats. She can have a treat. She can wait. She'll be fine. Don't, have somebody tell me, feed the cat. I love it. Because they're finally starting to figure me out here. You too, sweetie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you. Be safe. I'll see you before. I will see you before. Uh, Christmas, I'm sure. Hope to, anyways. And keep your head high. That's all you can do. Keep your head high. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine what some people are going through right now. Ain't gonna happen here. Still waiting for the cartel, by the way, guys. Yeah, the cartel is supposed to come here and kill me. So I'm waiting for that. And I'm still waiting for one person to explain on the yes side why Trump offended you. Yeah, never mind. I'm not waiting. I already knew that you wouldn't. Already knew that you wouldn't. That was that obvious thing. I mean, you can't answer a question. All you can do is talk over people and not say anything. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, how I do this real quick. It's funny. You know, I'm behind on my taxes. Just, talking to the town. Uh, they just fired the police department in my town. Well, they didn't fire. They quit. The chief quit. Everybody else quit. So now the town over is policing our town, which is fine. Whatever. I give a fuck. But I'm gonna show you this. This is. I was gonna sell my gold. What little gold I have. Actually have a little bit here too. But this is a. That's a Freemason ring. Let me see how do we get that in there. There you go. Look at the workmanship on that. Okay, this is a Freemason ring. That is a bloodstone that they used to use to. Yippee official. You always ask the same question. I remember you now. You keep asking. Anyways, that's a bloodstone. They use that to seal the letters. And this one is my father's pinky ring. Do you know what a pinky ring is? I doubt it. What's going on, brother? Yes, I remember you now. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? You're here. Apparently you do. Obviously so, because that's why you're here. So thanks. How's it going? It was funny. I was just looking. I saw one of your comments. I was going through stuff. Yeah, what's new? Nothing. Same shit, different day, right? Same shit, different day. Another page turn into a new chapter. Because I don't know. I don't know. I guess because when you comment a lot, you get them, and then you come back, and I don't know why you're number one. I don't know. I haven't looked that up. Apparently, good for you. I don't really kind of care about it either. Uh, I get a lot of number ones, and I'm wondering the same thing. How do people show up number one? Maybe you change your name, you talk a few times. I don't know. I'm not number one on anybody's room, but then again, I only have what did I have? I was up to about 110 last night. I was up to 110 people on my page last night, so it's working. And it's morning here, and that's what it is. I just watched another guy. His numbers are going down. I really don't know how many people I have on my page. I've heard that, and I don't know. I do have, I'm over 1,000 again. Thanks for that, guys. We got over 1,000 again. Just gonna make my next what do you want to call it? I get to 5,000. If I can get to 5,000, look out. Yeah, you're full of crap. Yeah, that's a lie. I've never had more than 5 live viewers. I just had 110 last night. Where were you? Oh, that's right. Probably in your mother's basement. I've never had more than 5. Ha! Okay, whatever. You've never had a woman in your life because you're a virgin. There you go. See how that works? You've never had a woman and you can't answer a question. So now you lied and I told the truth. How'd that work out for you? You lied. I told the truth. You got 5 viewers right now. Go away. Start a new profile. Mandalorian proven. Anyways, I like that show. Mandalorian was cool. What's going on? Galmo. I remember you. You were here. I called Galmo, like the guy from. Fortunately, I can't stand Jimmy Kimmel. I just can't. He used to be cool on a man show. He ain't doing the man show no more. No more girls jumping on trampolines. What's going on, brother? That's me. Haven't heard of any reports of UFOs, nothing on the news. Somebody said they saw one. I asked them a question, didn't answer. It was more just trolls. It's windy out today, but it's warm. So it's not, I shouldn't say warm. It's supposed to be 40 today. I already have done that. So I've already had 110. I could show you. Well, I can't now because I'm not on my laptop and my phone. But no, it's not about how many views. It's about who I reach. So it's kind of a weird question. Kind of a weird question. I've already had it. I've had millions of views. I've keep if you guys listen or you watched any of my old videos, I've been on nationally syndicated radio. I have had publishers wanting me to write my book. What's that? Sabia? I don't know what that means. Diddy? I don't know. Oh, that number? That's. I already know all about that. It's just what it was. It was a. Talk about what is it? 67. That's the thing that something happened in a song, and then everybody just had nothing to say, so they kept putting up 67. It's kind of. I don't know. Diddy didn't say cyber, bro. Oh well, I don't know. I just see Diddy. He said cyber. Whatever that. What the bro said, I'm gonna take that 67. See, that's the thing that they got nothing else to say, so they just put it up. Looked into it. See, there's numbers in my head too. Like that's why I bet football on the weekends. Or people call me that want to bet football because I used to help them. Oh, geez, he's gonna start blowing up my chat room with the 67 crap. Doesn't mean nothing. There's no meaning to it. No meaning whatsoever. No meaning to 67. It doesn't mean anything. It was in a song, a Diddy song, wasn't it? Yeah, something like that. Some rapper said it, and everybody just says it so they can put their face on internet page, looking for attention. That's all it is. So you can bring up 67 all you want. If you keep doing it, I'm going to block your ass. I know you'll get a new one, but here you go 67, 67. Get over yourself, pal. Nobody gives a shit. uh, I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy. Yep, I don't know. Yep. Why, why there this Roblox game where there's a tip that says shut up? I look 65. Well, it's a good thing that. That's it. Good. I'll take that. Some people think I look 45. So apparently you need glasses. I look 65. That's funny. Why? Because I got gray beard? Yeah, well, that's stress from people like you, pal. Yeah, that and doing cocaine back in the 80s. So yeah, not even close to 65. Oh, here we go. No, good. Donald Trump saying something again, and they're gonna take it out of context, and nobody can still answer the question. Hmm. How about this? If I look 65, how old are you, and can you answer the question why Trump offended you? That's fine, dude. Uh, no, no, I don't mind if you blow up my chat room, but it's fine. Actually gives me more shit. Ah, I don't know what the pink hands are. The pink hands. I was trying to get somebody to explain that to me. I could look it up. You know, oh, look at that drug boat. And just like that, I give it three, two, poof, it was gone. Just like the devil. Poof, it was gone. And they blow up another drug boat. I'm briefing. I don't have to brief Congress. Congress, you gotta tell us before you bomb somebody. Yeah. What, the big piece of shit? I don't know. What is a big piece of shit? It's probably, I can think of something. Yeah, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, that's probably why. Came out of some guy's butt, and it was pink. It was purple, and then it became pink. What is this? Is that not a Palestine fan? Was that Mexico or Palestine? Ah, Jesus. Yeah, white Tyler. Yeah, white. Well, your yippee is got gay. You just put up a pink piece of shit. My shit's fucking brown. Free Palestine. Yeah, free them from you idiots. Oh my god. Yeah, Palestine. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what? You guys are the ones that went and killed a bunch of people, cut women's boobs off, killed little girls. You, Palestine, went into Israel and killed people. And now you want to free them? For what? What are you going to free them from? Why are you freeing Palestine? What are you freeing them from? Please tell me. What are you freeing Palestine from? Yeah. But you support terrorism. You're terrorists. Palestine is a bunch of terrorists. I have a friend who lives, well, I used to have a friend. Anyways, you guys go off. You can fight yourselves. You can try and free a bunch of terrorists. Yeah, that's what you are. You're anti-Semitist terrorists. You just hate people. You said, I think somebody said, I don't hate anybody. Well, apparently you do. You killed people in front of their families. You took a bunch of hostages. And guess who stopped it? Trump. Trump stopped it. Him and Netanyahu, he stopped it. Trump helped them, which because, the difference is they are our allies. Do you know what an ally is? Somebody had just mentioned World War III. That's why we have allies. Why we won World War I and World War II. Allies. A lot of Arabs coming into America. Yeah, they just caught 4 or 5 of them. Was it 4 of them? 5 of them in California. They just caught. Yeah, you know. If this guy's bugging you, just tell me. I'll get. I offended you. Who offended you? Free Palestine. Well, then kill the fucking terrorists. Grab a gun, fight back, and kill the terrorists. That's what we do in America. Terrorists fuck with you. You fight back. Guillermo, fight back. Wake the fuck up and fight back. Really? They live under. Oh, God. Shit. Free Palestine from what? Free Palestine from what? What are you freeing them for? What? From the ocean to the sea? You didn't fight back. You didn't fight back. You still got a bunch of people from Hamas in there. Give me a fucking break. You fought back. You went and killed people. Hamas went and killed people for no reason. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, God. I hate having to block people, especially people I kind of like. But you guys, knock it off with your fucking crap. Knock it off with your crap. Shut up about fucking Palestine. Nobody gives a flying fuck. What, saying free Palestine is fighting back? What, going and killing innocent people is fighting back? Israel didn't go into Palestine and kill innocent people, did they? Did they? Name one time Israel went in and killed people. Yeah, for freeing Palestine of what? What are you freeing them from? What are you freeing them from? Your terrorist organizations that run the country? You're terrorists. That's all you are. You got nothing. You don't have a fucking pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. There you go. I'm not getting tripped up by you idiots. Anyways. Wow. Fucking creepy. You guys are creepy. Mm. No, they didn't kill anybody. You killed thousands of people on October 5th, 2 years ago. Yeah. And he still can't answer a question. He can't answer what are you freeing them from? Yeah. What did Trump say? He said that Reiner had Trump derangement syndrome, which he did. It was the truth. He also wished his family well and rest in peace. Said he was a great actor, a great comedian, great director, and they're taking everything that he said out of. Yeah, okay. You were in Israel. Well, it's a good thing you're not dead, I guess, huh? Good thing your mother's tits didn't get cut off. Good thing they didn't put your baby in an oven. Good thing they didn't frickin' cut your head off in front of your family. If you were in there, you know what? If you were there, you were probably one of the terrorists. So you know what? With that being, this guy's a terrorist. I got a terrorist on my channel, everybody. I was in Israel. Yeah, if you're from Palestine and you were a terrorist, and you know what? You're going to be reported as terrorism. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Ah, there you go. How'd that work out for you? Good luck getting another one. And now I have to do this. I have to do this. Ah, jeez. Yeah, we got a terrorist on the channel, everybody. Probably from Hamas, maybe Iran. Who knows? Too late. That was a bad comment. Wow. Let's talk about it. You talked to me about not bringing up politics, and now you're here bragging about how you were killing people. Yeah, well, guess what? It's a good thing you're not in America. It's a good thing you don't show up at my town. We put you down like a fucking dirty dog. Dirty dog. What did Jews ever do to you? Nothing. I didn't care. Yeah, that's because they just deleted him. They just deleted him. Yeah, he's gone. He's out of here. And I also reported him for terrorism. So he's gonna have a fun time trying to get a new account. But whatever. It's on him, not me. I don't run around telling people how to, cut women's breasts off and kill people in the middle of the streets for no fucking reason. Just because they hate. Some hate on my poll. We got 34 votes. We'll go in. Yes, 38%. No, 44%. If you can explain 18%, and nobody's still explained. So Those yes, 38% still can't explain why they're mad about Trump saying what he did about Rob Reiner, which was just the truth. It was the truth. I'll go over it again. Trump said Rob Reiner was a great actor, a great comedian, a great director. He did a lot of good movies. It might have had something to do with this Trump derangement system, like a lot of people that come here. Trump derangement syndrome, terrible disease. Yeah, you just hate because you're told to hate. You don't do any research. You don't think about it. You don't talk about it. You don't ask why. You just then you can't answer a question. Yeah, good. Tyler's gone. See ya. Uh, I don't know, brother. What do you mean a random stream where I only read the chat? I've been reading the chat the whole time. I've seen everyone and I read it. No, you guys get to see it. You know how to read, right? I mean, this is a random stream. Everyone I do is random. What do you think? I plan this? Think I wake up and say, I think I'll go live today? No, I do it. Yeah, here I am. Call it a Marlboro. Cowboy killer. That's okay. That's why I look 67. I like that 67. That's funny. Shit. I ain't gonna make it. Well, I'm probably gonna make it a 90, but it's what it is. What it is. You can't fix stupid. I can't fix stupid. This is what it is. You know. Again, I'm gonna take a second to thank the people that are coming here and keeping this thing alive, making it better. Give me ideas. I got notepads and pens. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Right now, I'm just freelancing, free falling. I could grab the guitar and play that song, but I'm not a big Tom Petty fan. So easy song, easy song. This is what it is. I don't do Tom Petty. You Hollow Wolf, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I actually was working on some Joe Satriani. I was gonna play last night. This is what's PI's first 20 digits. Pi's what 3.74, something like that, or 37. I don't know. Who cares? Well, my head is not in math right now. I'll wait for football. I'll wait for football Sunday. Pi is like what 374, something like that. Isn't that what it's? Isn't that pi? Something like that. No, it doesn't really fucking matter to me. You know what? You don't want to know pi? Look at the Great Pyramids and the Pyramid of the Sun in Mexico City. Well, actually, it's south of Mexico City. But if you look at that, did you know that the Great Pyramid and the Pyramid of the Sun in Mexico are the same exact bases? And the pyramid in Egypt, the Great Pyramid, is exactly twice the size high as the height of the Pyramid of the Sun in Mexico, and it's exactly pi squared. So yeah, think about that. And they were built. I don't even know what. Archaeologists can't date them. Mayans probably a little later than, but you can also go to Stonehenge and well, where is it? Where they were shipping, where they went through. We have a Stonehenge here, by the way. It's called America's Stonehenge. Not too far from me. I can take pictures, go there and show you. Maybe I'll do a live video one day and show you where they put up these stones as for solstices, so they knew how the sun and this is the thing about Mexico. Everything moved a certain way. They didn't have telescopes, and but they did know where the planets were and the distance from our Earth and the sun and the moon, and they put these up, and they showed that Earth is here, Mars is here, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Pluto, whatever you want. They built temples and pyramids for every single planet. And if you look at a ground or satellite map of, especially Mexico, and there's a whole other story about the Great Pyramid where there's channels going through that pointed to hundreds of tons of diorite, sandstone, granite that was traveled from thousands of miles, if not, hundreds of miles, if not thousands of miles away, across deserts and rivers, and built overnight. They say it took, you know, 200 years to build it. Bullshit. Um, yeah, they knew stuff we didn't know, and no science. You want to talk about science? There you go, science. Uh, they knew stuff we didn't know, and anyways, yeah, pie. What is it? Eh, I don't remember. That's something I keep in my mind. I got a lot of stuff in my mind, so what I do is get rid of cards that I don't need. Pie is one of those cards, but I think it was pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, probably are. Yeah, whatever. Well, that's because a lot of people come up and blow up my chat room and then people leave. So, this ain't you, not me. I'll do it later, and it's early in the morning. It was funny, like I said, I had 110 viewers last night. It's when people come up and start just attacking, and people don't want to see it. They're sick of trolls. I don't think you're a troll, by the way. I don't. I'm kind of thinking maybe. I want to say you're not because you got an at Yippee official. I don't know what the at. So why do you need an at sign, by the way, brother? Mm. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And now you are the only one watching. And it's probably a good thing for me. Somebody probably reported me. Probably got mad at me for saying they lived in their mother's, for telling the truth. This is why my feed drops down, is because I tell the truth and people don't like it. They get mad and they report me, and then it goes off, and then YouTube looks at it and says, well, he didn't say nothing wrong, and then they gotta make a new name or whatever. I mean, YouTube, I guess, is pretty easy with that. Probably was the terrorists coming here saying free Palestine, which is not the first time I've had to deal with that crap. Sick of that crap. Yeah. How about freeing my soul? How about turn the page, go to another chapter? Palestine's free. Nobody locks Palestine up. Nobody. So get off the Palestine crap. And every time I see a flag like that, I give them a chance. But it's just stupid. Just stupid. Maybe. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways. Crap. Well, that's funny, you say that. I get new subscribers every day, so I'm sure a lot of them are just trolls and haters. But I can't watch any channel without haters out there. What is up with the hate? You guys just like to hate. What is up with that? Find a home, get a job. Apparently, that's not the new win. Cut a lawn, shovel a driveway, clean some gutters. Oh, that's right. That's what the illegal aliens are for. Ah, well, guess what? I did it. Babysit. Hmm, probably. Ah, I'm gonna shut up now. Anyways, come up with something good. Watch the news. What are we gonna alert? What do we got? Let's see. No, I'm still talking about this guy. Jesus Christ. Come up with something new. I want to hear about Yeah, we already heard this 9 times this morning. Same fucking crap. No, we got Rob Schneider. I like him. He's fun and he's smart. And he's a conservative. Smart. Trump supporter. And still, again, nobody has answered a simple question. What do you want? You hungry? What do you want? Yeah, he'll get it. He's not bugging me. He'll touch me in the face when the bull's high. You coming? Come here. Want your bed? Come here, lay down. Come here. Here's your bed. Go ahead. Come on. Here you go. Hey, baby girl. How are you? My pretty baby. Yeah, right. Was talking to my cat. I don't know. Last stream. You think I fucking remember the last stream? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Holy lag. Okay, you got the free Gaelic Stein. That was funny. Yeah, whatever. That's right. They don't like gay people there. I give gays for Palestine. I want to send every gay person there. I'll pay for it. Uh, anyways, they, I'm fine, brother. Look at this guy knows who's on my page. He's watching. New guy. Speaking tag along. Yeah, this guy now he's just I don't know. Yippee official at Yippee official. I don't know. You think he wants to be a star, and instead of starting his own uh, page or podcast, or he's just kind of riding on my coattails here. Don't get me wrong, I like the guy. He's fine. He's actually kind of got my back. All right, what's going up with who's the new guy? Fernando Cabral. Yeah, is that a new one? And I notice you don't have a picture. That's a red flag, by the way. Whenever I see somebody that doesn't have a profile picture, that's a red flag. But nothing new here. Anybody want to smoke a cigarette with me? How about a bowl? Go 420. It's not 420 yet. I haven't smoked pot in a couple days, so I got a little bit left. I have to rip one, do a couple of rips just to calm my head or get it going. I mean, it works two ways. But I'm doing indica, so it's more of a mellow. I don't do Steve. I think this is a. I think what I'm doing now is a hybrid. I don't know what long words with 45 letters. Two long words with 45 letters. Fill us in. Go ahead, say it. I want to say it. How about you answer the question? Yeah, now we're up here. Okay, 35 votes. Trump offended me. And nobody still can answer why. Nobody can answer why. It's been how many? How many? God, this chat room's going crazy. It was up to about, I had like about 25. And I don't know what that means, but I call it COPD. 3 letters. I don't need 45 letters. That was funny, dude. That's why I like this guy. He's funny. Yeah, he's actually funny. How many computer screens do you have? I mean, are you sitting there with like 9 computer screens? And you're just doing this on mine and this and that, and you're like, I mean, you can't just be talking to just me. You can't. Yeah, you may think I'm an idiot, but not even close. Yeah, yeah. Again, no, I saw it the first time. There's a lake in the U.S. No, that's actually well, one of them is where was that one? Where talk about Bob, Lake Winnipesaukee, biggest lake in New Hampshire. I'm sailing, I'm sailing. And then there's, of course, the one up in, where's it, Connecticut or upstate New York. It's where they do a lot of bass fishing tournaments. Always wanted to go there. I always wanted to do the Salmon River too. The Salmon River runs from here into New York, and every October, king salmon and steelheads and a lot of salmon come in out of the ocean and run up the river to go to I think it's Superior. Yeah, pretty sure it's Superior. To spawn and great place to go fishing if you want to catch 45-pound salmon. Place to go. I actually caught a 7.5 pound Atlantic salmon out of the Merrimack River. Looked that up, and they were stocked though. They weren't natural. These fish they're coming in and out of the ocean. They do stock too, but they stock so they can swim out to the ocean and come back. It's hard to do. It's hard to get a salmon that isn't born in the river. So what they're doing is here's information for you. They uh, they catch a salmon. They squeeze the eggs out of it, and they catch a male. They squeeze the sperm. Then they put it back in a river, and they germinate the eggs, and they put them in the river. And then good way to catch salmon. Use an egg because salmon don't eat when they're spawning. They do not eat. They're not feeding. They are trying to get to spawn. And what they do is if they see an egg, that's why if you go to the fishing store, you'll find salmon eggs. You buy an egg, one on a hook, just a little hook, throw it out there, throw it down. Rainbow trout do the same thing, especially at the we have no natural. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I could go catch native trout right now. Right now, I know I have to break through the ice, but there are native trout here. The problem is they're like this big. They're like chicken nuggets. You catch 50 of them, fill a coffee container full of them, and they're good eating too because they're red. They're like salmon. But the problem is the bigger ones. It's just the the overfishing and uh, once all the reasons is overfishing and then uh, pollution. They polluted the rivers and they need cold water. So the only place you can find them is fast running cold water, which is up here. You got to go up north. And even there, if you go up north around here, you may catch a 6, 7 pound barbecue. There you go. Boom. Uh, well, uh, I got some ribs in the fridge, by the way. Speaking of barbecue, I got a big pack of ribs already cooked. Just got to throw them on a piece of tinfoil in the oven and heat them up. I've heard mixed reviews on them, but we smoke our own ribs here. Me and my buddy, he does them. I help. You know, sometimes bring a big package of ribs to him. And you know, dry rub them, throw them in the smoker for a couple and a half hours, and cook them in apple juice. Put the sauce on them, cook them some more, then throw them on a grill and fall off the bone. It's funny you're talking about that stuff. I got some smoked turkey in the fridge that I picked up at the store. I got some thing of stuffing. It was already packaged, already made, homemade stuffing and gravy. So, and I got some pickled green beans. I should show you the jar. I got some pickled green beans my buddy made. He gave me a jar of them. I had a couple yesterday. Tried 'em. Really good stuff. My buddy Scotty from the Midwest just messaged me. Scott Lunch grew up with him in high school. Yeah, he used to do some crazy shit. Let me tell you. Let's see. Let's go to the comment section. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I love that. That's funny. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, that was what was that? The girl with the what was it? The umbrella. Anyways, let's see. I'll go back. Yeah, okay. Ah, see, you didn't know that one. Yeah. NGL, I better not take it. We'll take 10 minutes. I don't know what that is. What did he say? Oh, yay, Mama's getting barbecue. Okay, so I'm caught up. You're caught up. And nobody can still answer why Trump offended him. So I have a feeling that you guys just doing the poll again, trying to make it even. Ain't gonna work. I know your tricks. Ain't gonna work, and you still can't answer why. Why can't you answer why? Can anybody tell me why they can't answer why? Because it was fake. They don't even know why. I don't even know why. They don't know why. They don't know why they hate Trump. They don't know why they just hate. They hate Trump. They don't even like Democrats. If you got a Democrat, who do you like? I should put that. That's my next poll. I think I'm gonna pull this one down for now, and we're gonna start a new poll. Let's start a new poll. Let's go. This will be a good one. You couldn't answer a question. There you go. See, I go to say Democrat, it says demon. That's what you guys are. You're demons. Ah, crap. That's funny. There you go. I'll do this. I even give you options. Let's go here. We'll go here. My favorite one. Everybody loves our Jazzy. Ah. It's not in there. There it is. Look at that. Popped right up. We'll go here. Let's go here. We'll add an option. Here. What's his name? There it is. Got it. Look at that. It's popping right up. Google loves these people. And who do we put in next? Well, she's done. So, I got it. I know who the next guy is. I forgot. Here you go. There it is. Look at that. Done. Took me 3 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Google. Yeah, you take care, brother. Thanks for coming in. Hope you gave me a like and a subscribe. Anyways, I'll be back. So it's gonna get better. It's just getting freaking good. Anyways, yeah, I only had 5 people today. So except for the other 110 people. But there you go. Yeah, there you go. This is a good one. I can't. Yeah, shouldn't have put a question mark on the end of that. Probably Google. Don't like that. Still couldn't answer a question. Says, can you answer a question? Crap. No, wait patiently for this not to go anywhere. Just call me buddy and go have coffee. Or you should play guitar. I don't know. Crap. How long is it gonna take? Yeah. Let's see. They're all running scared. Running scared. I should have said, why do you hate Trump? I think he wouldn't answer, but I've already learned that lesson. I just did that, by the way. Why do you hate Trump? I don't know. Just because. Can you answer? No, you can't. Can you answer this question? Who? No. prove to you why every one of them is a bad candidate. I don't have to. They've already proved it themselves. But I know it's tough, guys. It's tough. It's tough being a liberal, isn't it? You know, it's tough living for free. It's tough having to eat macaroni and cheese and tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. It's tough. See, the guy just said he just told me his mom brought a barbecue. Ah, it was funny. I love it. I hope it was good. Apparently, he's from Texas. I don't know. I haven't had any good barbecue in a while. I mean, barbecue. Like a good beef brisket. Or, like I said, I was telling him, I got ribs in the fridge. So they're already cooked. It's got to be heated up. Throw them in the oven at like what, 375 for about 20 minutes. Melt off the bone. I want to do. I was gonna do lasagna for Christmas, but my buddy and I talked. I'm gonna get Chinese food. No sense in, you know, busting your balls. I gotta make a meat sauce anyways. Should do that. I gotta make a nice meat sauce, make some lasagna. You know what I use now is, speaking of food, fun, football, is I use the no bake noodles, the no boil noodles. You throw them right in the pan, throw some sauce on them, some regatta, mozzarella, little, mix an egg in there with them, and then just for a binder, and then you do some oregano, and then meat sauce on top. Layer it. You do your noodles, you do your meat sauce, you do more noodles, you do some more regatta, and then you do some meat sauce. And then you do that all the way to the top. And by the way, you mix the regatta with, like I said, mozzarella. And then you top it with meat sauce and mozzarella. And then you throw it in the oven at 375 about until it's bubbling. Call it 35 minutes, maybe 45. Gotta watch it. Mixing it out. I got a perfect lasagna. And you didn't have to boil the noodles. And dry them. And cool them. All that fine. That's I use the no bake noodles now. Figured that out a long time ago. I go grab a package of them. In my cupboard. My cupboard. And grab those. Come on, warm up, New England. Melt that ice for me. I'm gonna make a lasagna, maybe. I think I'm gonna do it. My buddy'd appreciate it. If I showed up a lasagna, he'd be like, son of a bitch. He's like, we're not going out. Watch a movie, eat lasagna. Christmas lasagna. Anybody else out there make lasagna? Highly doubt it. Do you know how to make it? I just told you the recipe. If you didn't see it, make a lasagna for Christmas. You don't have to do turkey or ham. Or I just saw a video. It's funny. How many pounds of a ham do I need to feed 6 people? And the video goes, well, that's a 7 pound ham, so that should be good for 6 people. Who eats a pound of ham? Anybody ever eat a pound of ham? That was funny. I was trying to sell ham. If you lived in Iowa, the pork farmers would be happy. I got it. No, I don't. That's an old message. Yep. And there you go. Our vice president, not Democrats. Republicans vice president talking about prices, talking about taxes, talking about the things that matter, She's not talking about how Trump sucks, or he isn't. He's not talking about the moon. And can you imagine looking at the moon? Ugh. God, and she's gonna run for president. I hope she does. I really hope Kamala Harris runs for president. And again, I hope she takes Jasmine Crockett on. She's gonna lose. No chance in hell to win Texas. Not a chance in hell. There's no way in the world she wins. You know, they're gonna. I'm done. I'm done. Sorry. I'm not. There's that. I think they need that. Crap. Where is it? There it is. I got it. I got it. Wow.
This is a homicide investigation, and it continues after this
Investigation.
professor.
Another one. Now we got a new one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody else got killed. Jesus Christ. Do people ever stop? What is it with you and your murdering, fucking homicidal fucking tendencies? Another guy. MIT professor killed. Oh, that's Jesus. You just don't stop. Yeah. What did he do? Failed somebody? That sucked? Wow. Unfucking real. Anyways, anybody ever heard about Puma Punko? I only got one person, so it's a waste of time. I'll do another video about this. As a matter of fact, I'm about ready to go make coffee, or maybe go get a coffee. Get the fuck out of my house. Stop doing this. Jesus. I suggest you guys do the same thing. Get out of your mother's basement. You see a girl smile, you say hi. If you see a girl smile, say hi. You never know what might happen. I doubt you will say hi, but I doubt you would say hi back. But if they smile at you, say hi. Funny. I look 67 according to the last guy, but I tell you what, every time I walk through the grocery store, the dollar store, whatever I'm at, the gas station girls smile. And you know what? When they smile at you, here's a tip. When a girl smiles at you, it means they're trying to be attractive. That's what they're doing. They're trying to be attractive. Fortunately, they usually got a boyfriend around here, or a loser boyfriend, and three kids. Three kids. I'm gonna take my rings off so I don't lose them. Anyways, I'm gonna show them one more time. Ow! Get off my finger. I think I'm putting on water weight. Yeah, yeah. That's a. That's a. Let's say. What is it? Oh, where they? The Freemasons. That's a pinky ring from my father, which you only get those because of what you've accomplished. And say, my dad wasn't a captain. He wasn't a boss. My grandfather was a boss. My dad was muscle. He was a collector. You know what a collector is? Never a captain. Collector. You go pick up the money. You didn't have the money. Not good for you. I watched too much Sopranos and Tulsa King in the last couple of weekends. So I was never part of that. But I do have the ring because he left it to me. I actually have one from when I was 2 years old. Doesn't fit on my finger anymore, but golden birthday. March 2nd, 1968. On March 2nd, 2 years later, I got my ring. And I was 2 years old. It's a golden birthday. Look those up. You know what the difference between a golden birthday, silver birthday, paper. What are different birthdays you can have? Anyways, I'm out of here. Thanks to everybody that showed up. We had a good time. I think a lot of people blew up my chat room as usual. Probably reported me, so I'm gonna have to wait for I don't know. I got it down to timing about 8 hours. About 8 hours, then yeah, YouTube looks at it, knows these people are full of crap. Anyways, uh, peace out. You got anything to say? You gonna vote on this? Nope, didn't think so. No, that's good news. Nobody's voting for a Democrat. You got another one? You're more than welcome to put it up. You got another Democrat? Put it up. These are the only ones I know of. Like Chuck Schumer, he's done. Nancy Pelosi, she's retiring. Every other dinosaur Democrat. Well, what do you like? What do you like? Anybody? Here. What do you got? Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Hakeem Jeffries, Gavin Newsom. Who's your pick? Who's your pick for the next presidential run? Anybody? How about what's his name from New York? The guy that never worked a day in his life, but now he's going to run a city, the biggest city in America. Yeah, not going to work out too well for you guys. Just saying. Anyways, didn't have to become political. I didn't make it political. They did, not me. So I'm gonna go because I'm getting sick of the news and I'm craving a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. Smoke a bowl. Watch. Oh God, World War III ain't gonna start. Another one. Yeah. Why do you have numbers on the back of your name? An at sign, and numbers. Yeah, okay. Same person, fake profile. Gotta have an at. I'll see. I'll see. I already see. This is the thing you don't understand. I see. I see shit you will never fucking believe. And you know what? I'm always right. Very wrong. Maybe on a football game once in a while. Didn't lose this week. As a matter of fact, that's why. Because I see. You're going to see that you can keep running your mouth all you want and you can't answer a question. I'll see what. Why? Tell me why. Stock market is going crazy. Why? Tell me why. Why do you think that's going to happen? And now we wait for this person, what, Jay and Crystal 804 at. Gotta have at signs and numbers because they have to restart new profiles. Why? Tell us some information. Fill us in here, pal. I got. I'm gonna do this. I could grab my guitar and play the Jeopardy song, but I'll just do it here. Do 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 do. What is overinflated? No, the stock market's going crazy because there ain't World War III. Who's going to invest in stock markets if World War III's coming? A blind person, still not an answer. I'm half blind, but I got a mind. And apparently, I'm just spreading propaganda. Typical lying Democrat right here. Can't say why. A blind person can see it. Why? Why can a blind person see it? But they collecting their 401k. Their money went up. Everything they invested in is going through the roof. Why? Can you tell me why? Once again, I'll start again. Do 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 do. Okay, you got nothing. You got nothing. You never did. You never had anything. You just run your mouth. You come up with crap. You come up with crap. That's why I just called you doo doo when you didn't even get it. Anyways, you guys follow these people. You can watch them and they can say what they think's going to happen, which isn't going to happen because they're a bunch of people that are full of crap. Doo doo. Doo doo. In other words, crap, doo doo, shit. Bunch of lying, propaganda spreading fuck faces. Anyways, go back to your mother's basement, pal. Yeah, go back to your mother's basement, you fucking motherfucker. Go back. Go back to your mother's basement. And here's some advice for you. Try to not be a virgin. Maybe get laid in your life, but you won't. You won't. You're stuck being a virgin. Yeah, that's not good for you. By the way, I can understand why you're so angry. You're a virgin. You couldn't get a chick to save your life. I mean, but then again, probably got a couple of buddies coming over. Anyways, look at the comments. I'm gonna leave this on just so people can look at this guy's comments. He's funny. Another one blowing up my chat room. Yep, attacks, attacks, attacks. Yeah, I got a tax for you. Tax is gonna get taken away from your family. They're going to wind up paying more money for illegal aliens. Oh, that's right. They got rid of them. No more illegal aliens. Hey, by the way, do you support having illegal aliens in the country? Watch this. Not going to answer. You fucking ass gasket, he calls me. I've been married for 11 years, got 3 kids, and I'm buying my own house. Really? Then why are you here? Why aren't you taking care of your fucking kids or going to work? Huh? Why are you on my page? Liar. That's a fucking lie. This guy, he's calling me names. He doesn't have shit. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. He lives in his mother's basement, or he's living off his wife's mother and father. Yeah, that's probably why if he does have a house, he didn't pay for it. He doesn't have a job. The guy's sitting on my page. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Always voted for Republican, but he didn't. I didn't ask about Trump. Again, that's not the question I asked. He's just making shit up now. How much do your in laws pay for your house? And your kids, their grandkids. Well, guess what, dude? You're screwed. You're gonna wind up, the worst thing for you is you're not gonna be able to afford child support and you're going to wind up in prison for not paying it because you don't have a job. You don't have a job and you're a liar. You're full of crap. You don't have shit. Yeah, you don't have shit. If you are married, your in-laws paid for everything. Your wife probably worked her ass off. And if you have 3 kids, really, what the fuck was she thinking? Feel bad for those kids. They're screwed. Yeah, I bet they're all like what, 3 and 4, 2 years old, and you just decided to have kids because you didn't know how to wrap it. Ah, who cares? Doesn't matter to me. But I'm an asshat, so it's okay. I'm an asshat. I know nothing. Ah, yeah. I didn't vote for Trump. I never asked you if you voted for Trump. Why did that come out? There you go. Hater, liar, full of crap, another Democrat fake profile. So, you know what? You can go laugh on goal. You can kiss my ass. You can go get some barbecue from your mommy. Have a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. You know what? Play a video game. It'll make you feel better. Peace out. I'll be back later. And look at what this asshole said. What a jerk. Anyways, there you go. Take it easy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see that. That would be fun. That would be fun. Just like you're gonna send the cartel here, right? You fucking yeah, God, you would slap my fucking you wouldn't even get within 3 feet of me. I'd throat punch you so fast you wouldn't know what happened. Quick solar plexus. There you go, sweep kick. You're out of here. Go the fuck away, douchebag. God.